Welcome back to Championship Court here, MLP Columbus. One more matchup for you here to go. Hard 8s and the 5s. Good matchup coming for you here. Ched, what do you got predictions? We start off with women's doubles here.
I mean, this is a tough one for the 5s. You know, and hard 8s and the 5s have been in the same pool for all 3 of the MLP this season. So, you know, it's definitely going to come down to who's going to be more consistent. I'll be looking for Zhao Jing and Padigamite to make the switch, put Zhao Jing on the left, Padigamite to be on the right. Yesterday, it was the reverse. I like Zhao Jing in front of Gaten Leach. She's going to be able to control the point from that position. We're looking at on the hard 8 side. Or take a look at the updated standing. So we see BLQK is through, and Florida Smash are both through for Group A. Ranches and Mad Drops we just heard are going to go through. Clean Cause has the potential of if they go 3-0, they're going to be either 1 or 2 seed. So the hard 8s and the 5s, this is the battle here of who's going to make it out of this bracket.
Hold on, I'm hearing from the truck, Ted. I'm hearing from the truck. It may not be Mad Drops. There may be a scenario where the Mad Drops do not make it. That would be insane, is the intensity that they just showed. Because there's a possibility, I think, that the Chimeras can come out. But we are at 2019. The Bus are looking to play spoilers. If the Bus win that, doesn't matter. Then the Mad Drops would move on. But if the Chimeras can pull this out, there's a possibility that they can move on. They're at 2019 now with the Bus serving. We're watching with you guys from Grandstand Court. And Lauren Stratman ends it and ends the dreams of the Chimeras moving on with the Bus taking that Dreambreaker. The unfortunate part for the Bus is that they needed the Ranchers to win, and then they would have possibly moved on. The Ranchers couldn't complete it.
Well, Ranchers win, and now Mad Drops are 1 and 2. So yeah, Bus goes 1 and 2, and then it goes back to net.
No, I'm saying if.
No, I'm saying it would go back to the net, and you got 3 teams at 1 and 2. The Bus goes through.
Yeah, the Bus goes through.
But with Mad Drops being 2 and 1,
they go through.
You know, they just squashed Chimera's hopes.
Yes.
But back to the matchup that we have here with the hard 8s. You know, Georgia Johnson playing really well yesterday. Sarah Gaten Leach, good job of her first MLP. You know, that was going to be the question of her coming in and how she going to mesh with this, how she going to fit in with this format. And she proved yesterday that she belongs. So this first matchup, women's doubles, is going to be huge for the 5s to come out and take this one. Johnson and Gaten Leach looked really, really strong yesterday.
All right, so we're going to go right to our Aura Athlete of the Day. And let's see where we're at. And that is Federico Staksrud. As you look at his overall stats for going into today, he had 5 games won, no games lost, 5-0 undefeated. As you look at a perfect record, only 2 others were as well. Irina Tereshchenko and Paris Todd, teammates on BLQK. But today's Aura Athlete of the Day is Federico Staksrud. He finished with a 6.73 Cooper rating. That's a high rating,
pretty high.
Higher than you? Higher than you. But possibly higher than you and I combined?
Considering all I do is teach now and I don't even play pickleball. I haven't even signed up for a Duper.
Maybe I have one. Maybe I have one. Well, that being said, congratulations to Federico Staksrud, as he is your Aura Athlete of the Day. Those are coming in after Stacks yesterday. But again, another good matchup here on championship court. Women's doubles about to kick off here. Again, you talked a little bit about it. We saw Sierra Gaten-Leach yesterday for the first time, for the most part. Both you and I very impressed with how she handled herself. I spoke with her last evening before we left. I told her that you and I were both very pleased with the way she was playing, how she was handling herself, and what she's done so far this weekend, Chad.
Yeah, she hits a heavy ball, and she's definitely got some power behind that. You know, one of the things that we kind of pointed out and noticed yesterday is when that ball is pushed out to the left, she does take a step back to the kitchen, opens the chance of hitting that ball down to her feet. So if she can clean that up, now it takes away an opportunity for Zhajing and Padiga-Maite to expose that. I would say, experience-wise, Zhajing's got the lead on that one. So you know she is a smart player. She's going to be looking for that kind of thing, and she's got to try and keep Padiga-Maite up, not allow her to get down. You know, Johnson for the eights is being consistent as ever this whole year, both on the tour and with our MLP events. So it's going to be a tough battle for the fives, but I think we potentially can see a pretty close match with this one.
I mean, like you said, you pointed out, Zhajing is probably has more experience on a pickleball court than all three of the other ladies combined. She's been playing for a long time. Started up in Michigan. You guys started up there. Moved down to Naples.
What are we're going on almost 8 years now in pickleball.
Yep. And so yeah, you guys moved down to Florida 2 years after I did. That's how we all met, was through pickleball and whatnot. But again, more experience on a court than all three of these ladies that she's teamed up with and going against. And so we'll see how much that knowledge and that experience pays off here in women's doubles. As we have our player introductions, we're going to figure out where we stand. Simone Jardim and Lina Padiga-Maite are introduced. Caitlin Kerr, our MC for the weekend, has done a great job all weekend getting this crowd into it, as we just anticipate larger crowds as the night goes on today and then into Championship Sunday tomorrow.
I mean, tomorrow it's going to be standing room only here on Championship Court. I'm
expecting some large crowds this evening to start our playoffs when we have our quarterfinals coming up at approximately 4:15 this afternoon. And coin toss will be Simone Jardim and Andre Deescu. Get the results and where we stand. The hard eights will be the home team. Ladies look ready and set to go. This ought to be a good one to start off. And thank you guys for joining us yesterday and today. We'll be here through tomorrow, Championship Sunday. We'll have the semifinals and finals for you. ladies are here, strong contingent over behind their bench.
See the crowd getting fired up for some free gear, some 5s and some hard 8s merchandise being thrown out.
And same guy caught the t-shirt that caught Whitwell's paddle. The guy's got some good hands over there.
He didn't get to keep Whitwell's paddle.
He did it. Looks like the 5s with Jarjing and Padigamite will be serving first on the far end. Jarjing in the pink skirt and pink visor. Padigamite in the black bottoms and white hat. On your near end, Georgia Johnson. We'll start with Sierra Gayton Leach in the burnt orange
Texas
bottoms with the black visor, and Georgia Johnson in the black bottoms and no headwear. As these ladies try and figure out which ball we're going to use. Your lead referee is Courtney Johnson. Your second referee is Bob Swisshelm.
Digging through the box of Franklin X40s right here. They don't want to play with a brand new ball because it's going to slide.
Yeah.
Trying to find up a scuffed up ball that still has life in it.
Yeah, hit a couple.
Padigamite to serve. Finish in the middle from Gayton Leach.
So we see Gayton Leach being tested already. Fought off a couple of tough balls with that forehand. The last ball able to get extended on, and that's the power that she has on that forehand side. Oh, good catch.
Nice catch from Padigamite.
A little bit of side spin on that one from Georgia Johnson.
Just long there from Johnson.
I like the move from Johnson. Trying to go into the body of Padigamite. Lena able to just get out of the way.
Big finish from Gayton Leach right there.
Yeah, I think for the 5s, they've got to stay away from the forehand side of Gayton Leach. Ball sailing just a little out from Gayton Leach. Winner of this one is going to advance through to the playoffs.
Yeah, Clean Cause is the team coming out of this one. And then the winner of this match. A lot at stake here for these ladies and gentlemen. Oh, a little miscommunication in the middle. Not sure who hit it.
Yeah, it looked like Georgia hit it. Gayton Leach giving her a little extra push behind that paddle.
kept getting higher and higher.
I was going to say, that was a battle of who's going to hit a higher ball on that one. It got a couple of, with the pace, both ladies catching that late. Gaten Leach catching Jia Jing, moving forward. Little too much wrist in that drop from Gaten Leach. Good power on the drive before that. Two quick mistakes from Gaten Leach.
Return to serve errors can't happen. Not in rally scoring like this when you're just continuing to give up point after point. Couple unforced errors here from the hard eights. Fives take a lead. Nice ball there from Gaten Leach going backside on Jia Jing.
Yeah, good change of direction going cross body. Hard for Jia Jing to bring that second hand over for her two-hander.
Catching that off the edge guard there.
Yeah, again, not a hard hit ball from Gaten Leach, but changing cross body there, especially against somebody that hits that two-hander, takes a little bit more time.
Johnson, a great combo right there.
Yeah, that's a good setup, and she was ready for that next one. It was the 1-2 combination of the speed up and put away.
When Georgia gets, she's
racking the ball.
She squeaked as she hit that too. Great ball. Wide off the tape from Jia Jing, and a hard eight. 1 point away from an end change here. There's that flat drive. Not much shape on it, not any shape on it, but it's very hard. We talk about Georgia Johnson's drive as being a heavy ball, where it almost seems to be gaining speed as it gets to you.
Man. 3 unforced errors, quick unforced errors, 2 return of serve errors. Sitting forehand, and that's all she's looking for on that side. She's trusting that Johnson's going to come over and take that wider backhand. But if you try to go forehand side to Gaten Leach, she's going to tee off on it.
She's got a huge forehand. It was like, okay, speed up, speed up, speed up, and then it goes to hers, and it's like, this is over to her forehand. An 11-9 lead for the hard eights here on the end change. Are you seeing anything from Jia Jing and Padigamaite that they need to do here, Chet, to kind of change things up?
Yeah, I mean, the times that they are speeding up, there's not a whole lot behind it. So I think, be a little bit more aggressive. She's driving balls. She's speeding balls up. Push or pull her away from the middle of the court. Usually I say, hey, you know, bring it in. For her, we got to pull her away from the middle of the court more, expose the backhand of Gaten Leach.
I couldn't agree more. I think they got to really focus on, Chad, like you said, the backhand of Gaten Leach. The problem is don't get too cute with it, because if you do, it's the forehand of Georgia Johnson.
And that was a better combination, going backhand, forehand of Johnson.
Padigamite handling the pace of Johnson right there. All square at 11. It's the forehand.
Watch out. And she doesn't look like she's going to hit it hard. But then when it comes off the paddle, it's pretty fun.
Trying to test Johnson right there.
Nice shot.
I think I like the speed up, but got to go more into the body of Johnson. Johnson's one of those ones where she gets extended on a ball. That's where she gets the power from. That was a better setup from Zhajing. She pulled it out wide. Padigamite now sits there to put that away. That was a much better constructed point. You know, again, Johnson and Gaten Leach are going to be looking for those balls through the middle.
Good spot right there from Gaten Leach, pulling the string, throwing a changeup at the backhand of Zhajing. Big drive. It's just such a heavy ball.
And Padigamite caught with her feet still moving. You got to recognize that Johnson's going to drive that, even if you stop a couple of steps behind the kitchen line. So that was big from Zhajing right there, moving it both sides of the court. If you're going at Johnson or you're going at Gaten Leach, they're going to anticipate. They're going to set up.
Zhajing trying to lean into that little two-hander, take it off her shoe tops. Almost trying to surprise Gaten Leach there, but catches the tape. Set up by Gaten Leach's forehand there, Chad.
Yeah, good spot from Gaten Leach into the body of Zhajing.
You're going to get a timeout here from the Fives. Down by 4 here. What's been that difference maker here, Chad, for the hard eights?
Yeah, the hard eights are just, they're hitting cleaner balls, they're hitting better spots, they're putting the pressure on the Fives. And we take a look at the last point here. There's not a whole lot on Padigamite's ball. Floated the last one. Gaten Leach pushing that hard into the right hip of Zhajing, and she's not able to fight it off. The hard eights have just done a really good job of keeping the Fives off balance.
And again, it was, I like on that last point, it was the setup from Gaten Leach. She went at Zhajing with her forehand, got a little bit of a pop-up, and Johnson able there to finish. inside out there, and Jargin finds the backhand side of Johnson.
Yeah, and she was able to take that ball early and not get handcuffed.
Padiga almost with the little forearm shiver to Jargin a little bit, saying, I'll take this. Just let me finish this. I got it. Even though it's my backhand, I'll take this. And she does. I don't mind the movement there from Padiga. The first one, and the last one, not so much.
Yeah, I like the movement. You know, the hard thing is trying to lay off a ball when you're moving forward like that. You know, you're so into it and you're trying to push up.
Big finish. Great job by Padiga, handling everything that Johnson had as far as her dinks went. Able to get that put away.
16-18.
From Padiga. I mean, big thing there. You see her slide the body out of the way. If she doesn't slide with that ball, Johnson's ball is center chest. She's going to get handcuffed.
17-18.
We see the replay there again. Padiga sliding over to the right, giving herself room. Ball sailing just out. Padiga able to get her paddle down just in time. Timeout here from the hard eights as the fives are able to bring it back and tie it.
Nice run here from the fives. Consistency, the name of the game there. And then some unforced errors. All tied to 18. Again, whichever team gets to 21st will freeze both teams at this point, since we're at 18-18. You're in the huddle of the hard eights. You just had a nice lead there, Chad. What are you talking to Johnson and Gate and Leach about in this huddle?
So I mean, I like what they've been doing, but they've been going at Padiga solely for the last few points. She's handled that. I think you go out wide to Jargin, pull her out a little bit more, then you can go back at Padiga, get her to move, and they're going to have balance. Right now, you're going at her, and she's set, she's ready for it.
Padiga to serve, all tied up here at 18. That is two huge backhands from Padiga.
Big movement from Padiga, and yeah, she's feeling that two-hander right now.
19-18. Movement from Jargin right there. That's just plain chess on a pickleball court.
Yeah, and she recognized that she's going to try to go, that Johnson's going to try to go back to Padiga right there, so she pulls her out wide.
Didn't see this coming. We're both frozen here at 20-18. Traditional scoring from here on out. Teams can only score on their serve.
Just out. Johnson questioning.
And again, she hits such a flat ball.
Yeah.
That ball not going to drop, and that ball definitely out, as you can see on your replay. Courtesy of Boxcar Productions, thank you for all the great work and camera angles that they've been bringing us all weekend. Wow. Oh, and Padiga Maite.
I mean, she recognized halfway through that they're going to be coming at her. They're going to be coming into the body. Her ball got left up a little bit, and sometimes that's the best counterattack, right? You pop a ball up and you're like, oh, they're going to come hard at me. I'm going to look for this speed up, and that's exactly what she did. Ball sat up a little bit. We'll see it right here, and she's just, as soon as that ball came off a paddle, she's like, I'm going to counterattack this next one.
Right, and you watch her drop that right shoulder down. She gets on top of it and gets it down at Johnson's feet. Game over, 1-0 lead here for the Fives. In a winner moves on, loser goes home. Simple as that here for the hard 8s and the 5s. We're going to throw it down courtside. Cameron Blackwood has Simone Jargin and Linda Padiga Maite. Take it away, Cam.
Simone, you're playing two very powerful players, but how were you able to neutralize that and then work the point into your favor?
It was a team effort, really figuring out a pattern that worked better for us. At the beginning, we were playing to their strength, and then, like I said, as a team, we figured out that the pattern needed to change. Me going cross court and her countering, and that was it.
You're going straight up with Georgia, who speeds up a lot, but you were countering perfectly. What were you seeing in her paddle in order to slide?
I was just looking at the ball, to be honest, and wanted to hit as hard as I could right in front of me.
Well, you did just that. Now we're going to head on to men's doubles. Right back to you guys.
All right, so on to men's doubles here. Another good matchup we'll have for you on championship court. Again, winner moves on, loser goes home here at MLP Columbus for this Group C matchup. We'll catch you guys on the flip side of these commercials right after this.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients and that are third-party tested. Because cleaner is better. Like Oro Organic. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at oraorganic.com.
What are you guys doing?
Getting our duper tattoos.
Oh, cool.
Hey Cameron, how's it going?
Almost done.
Perfect. Can't wait to see your number.
Number?
Duper, because ratings shouldn't be a surprise. Download the app and claim your free profile today.
I haven't even started yet.
Oh.
Want a perfect pair of sunglasses for your every occasion? Hit up the Knockaround Custom Shop. With over 1 million possible combinations, why not get a pair for every you? 8 a.m. I need a coffee you. Clocking a few miles you. Game day you. Happy camper you. Fun in the sun you. On the slopes you. Dog days you. Happy hour you. Si se puede you. The Knockaround Custom Shop. You design them, we build them.
Ohio State Stadium right there. They got a bye week this week. Columbus, Ohio is all about Major League Pickleball. The Buckeyes decided to take a week off and let us take over Columbus. And we have, and we've had a lot of great action for you here all weekend long so far. We got plenty more coming, but right now, Chad, it's all
I've got something sticking in my face right now. Slide this way.
It's all about the men here. The fives will throw out Rob Nunnery and Ben Newell, and the hard eights will take Andre Daescu and Kyle Yates. What are you looking at out of this matchup? This is the first time we've seen the fives all weekend, Chad.
Yeah, I mean, the Yates and Daescu have been playing really well. Two seasoned, let's say, veterans of the tours now. Newer partnership for Newell and Nunnery. Watched them a little bit yesterday. They're still trying to feel some things out. Just wide from Yates, trying to shape that one around. Gets a little flat on him.
Oh, it's over. Oh, almost. From our angle, it looked like it was going over. That's big overhead, though, from the big guy, Daescu. Double bounce right there. What an effort from Yates.
Was it though? I don't know
where he's at.
I don't know if it is a double bounce though. Oh, we got cut off.
Chad just staring intently
at
the replay screen.
I even got closer to the replay screen to see that one.
Let's go. That's big backhand there from Newell.
Perfect height from Yates. Nunnery a little late to move back and cover that one, but only a couple of inches off the ground of that ball from Yates. You see him waiting for it to get around the post and then bring him back in with that angle.
A 4-2 lead here for the fives early in this game to 21.
Into the shoulder. Daescu plays best when he's moving well, similar to the previous matches that we were talking about. Choosing an excellent ball there, setting up like he's going to go back cross court. Quickly whipping that into Newell's body.
Wears out Nunnery on that backhand side right there. Not something you'll see very often. Nunnery great on that side. Loves that cut backhand.
Wow, good move from Daescu. And that's what the hot eights need to do. Good setup from Yates. Daescu recognized. I mean, that was a good ball from Newell. It was sharp and over the net, but Daescu with that long reach.
Almost looked like Yates was in between, got handcuffed a little bit right there.
Yeah, kind of overran that one a little bit, or over moved.
Yeah, Nunnery had a huge backswing on that. We talked about that all day yesterday and today, Chad, about keeping short. Keep that paddle in front of you. Don't need to get too big. Be nice and compact. And you see Daescu right on cue. Watch him take this backhand. No backswing. Just takes that back. Newell overhits it.
I don't think the hard eights need to do too much here, right? They don't need to press for it. They just got to play clean pickleball. They can't give away points, balls into the net.
And that's what the hard eights need to do, is they need to weather the Newell storm of the third shot drive, the fifth shot drive, and then work their way up. I think they have an advantage if they can get to the kitchen line.
Little too flat from Nunnery. Let that ball get a little too close to the body and it flattens out.
Nice inside out forehand there from Nunnery.
I'm not sure what it is with Newell's balls going toward Yates right now, but it's kind of throwing him off a little bit. He's missing balls into the net. He's popped a couple of balls up. Heavy sliced ball from Newell, again causing Yates to pop a ball up. Nunnery accelerating into the body. That's one of the issues that I've seen for Ben Newell over. I was able to watch a little bit of the matches yesterday. He moves well. He moves fast on the court, but he has a tendency to move too much. So very rarely is he hitting a ball with his feet on the ground.
Right, and right there, I think that hurt him because he was elevated off the ground, and he ends up hitting that ball wide. If he can keep his feet planted and just punch that ball down, it'd be a lot better.
Again, I think it's the heavy slice of Newell that going to Yates's forehand side. It's staying down more. Yates rolls a lot of the balls on the forehand side, so it's just causing the ball to pop up off of his paddle.
Wow, Kyle Yates winning that hand battle. Beautifully done. We'll get an end change here on the terms of the hard eights. A very slight lead at 1, pretty evenly matched. What are you looking at as a difference maker in the second half of this match for both teams, Chad?
So I like the play the fives have been going with right now. I think Newell needs to tame his movement a little bit, hit a few more balls with his feet set. We saw it on the last point there. Newell did a good job of setting it up and going with a bit of a hands battle, but now he slides over. Nunnery about to go with the backhand, and once Newell gets over there, he's just too outstretched that he can bring that ball down. For the hard eights, again, they're not playing bad. I think they just need to clean up some of the mistakes that they're making. They're setting up opportunities, but yeah, we're at fairly even with the unforced errors at 5 for the fives and 6 for the eights.
And we talked about that, those kitchen points, when all 4 players and they're able to get into that kitchen. The hard eights are winning 67% of the points when they can get to the kitchen. So when all 4 players are up there, it's a huge advantage to the hard eights.
They've won the last two points that were up there.
And so that percentage is going to keep jumping here. And we said it, it's their advantage to get up there and take that away. Wow, what a reset from Dasku. Yates trying to go inside-out forehand right at Nunnery, but clips the top of the tape.
Yeah, it's a sixth error from Kyle Yates right there. So the errors that he has made, there's been 3 or 4 of that same ball into the top of the net. Ball just sailing out.
Still tight here early in the second half of this match. Wow, what an angle from Yates. That's a veteran move right there.
Yeah, recognizing that Newell was back deep behind that baseline.
Good pull on the backhand side from Rob Nunnery, Ted.
Good pull, good spot. For a right-hander, a lot of the times the hardest ball to get to is that right hip, right armpit area.
Two-point lead here for Yates and Dasku. Good little pull there from Kyle Yates, forcing the error on Nunnery.
Yeah, and that was a better job from Yates. You saw the paddle head get underneath the ball. He was able to come up and brush it, making the adjustment from those couple of balls that he'd missed into the net on the same speed up. Ball for Nunnery popping up, and then once that ball's up, Yates and Dasku are not going to give you many chances to try to get back into the point.
Oh, good pull again from Nunnery.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of just letting that develop. He's not trying to force anything, but the fives need to string a couple together.
Got Yates on his heels a little bit right now.
Yeah, he's hitting the right spots. You see each time that he goes to Yates, he's either going across the belt or he's going into that right hip.
That's a good spot, better spot there from Kyle Yates in the middle. Just wide right there from Dasku.
I tell you what, that ball's not staying in though from Newell. That's a full slice. There's nothing to drop that back into the end of the court.
It's going to continue to carry.
Yeah, but it's a hard ball to lay off of.
I mean, Nunnery's giving Yates fits right now in the last like 3 minutes. And you see Kyle kind of cut through that.
Same spot.
He's got a roll on that. We're all tied here at 18. a good adjustment from Kyle Yates right there.
I thought Yates was going to speed one of those balls up, but he stayed patient.
2-3 years ago, he does.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's trying to prove something. Now, great decision. Look at that adjustment right there, even on that ball. But Dansku can't get out of transition area. All tied at 19, going down to the wire here. This is such an important game here for the hard eights. Can't go down 2-0.
Prepared for that speed up. It was a right speed up.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
He missed an opportunity.
And a game point here for the hard eights. 2019. Both teams are frozen now. And that just wide by Newell on the volley. Trying to be perfect with it. Oh yeah, definitely wide there. And the hard eights answer and pick up their ladies as they will pick up a point here. And we are all tied at 1 heading into mixed doubles. Big difference right there, I think, was Yates making an adjustment on Nunnery. You agree, Chad?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Nunnery doing a fantastic job of hitting right spots.
They're reviewing this play, but we
it's
saw
out.
that, and that ball is out. So it will be a 1-1 tie here going into mixed doubles. But again, that difference maker at the end, Yates making the adjustments.
Yeah, he made the adjustments. He wasn't trying to go too big, recognizing when's the time to speed it up, when's the time to try to slow it down. Not gonna do a counter. I mean, the always been the battle for the fives in this format has been the men's players and men's doubles. They've got solid players, but it's not overpowering. So credit to the hard eights for staying in there and being able to fight their way back at the end then.
Yeah, again, and it wasn't a must win, but it was much needed, I think, as far as the hard eights go. Didn't want to go down 2-0. But our own Cameron Blackwood is courtside with Andre Daescu and Kyle Yates. What do they got to say, Cam?
Really hard. Almost felt like both teams couldn't really get a rhythm early on there. But how were you able to settle back in and regroup and start the match in your favor?
Well, we definitely tried to slow it down. I mean, it was fast and furious for a while. Both those guys have amazing hands, so Andre kept telling me, just slow it down. Don't necessarily try to attack too much. I get a little carried away. I got a little excitement, So I was speeding up a little too early, too often, but Andre said, slow it down. Let's work the points a little bit, try to play some better pickleball. So that's what we tried to do.
And when you're playing a side where there's 2 forehands in the middle, how does that change your strategy?
Oh, it definitely makes it a little more complicated to drop. You got to watch out with your dinks and all that. But like Kyle said, I feel like once we started slowing it down and taking our time, it worked out great for us, and we were able to pull the win.
All right, now we're going into mixed doubles. Back to you guys.
All right, that first mixed doubles matchup coming for you next. We'll have those matchups for you when we return here to MLP Columbus. Don't miss it.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients and that are third-party tested. Because cleaner is better. Like Ora Organic. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at oraorganic.com.
What are you guys doing?
Getting our duper tattoos.
Oh, cool.
Hey Cameron, how's it going?
Almost done.
Perfect. Can't wait to see your number.
Number?
Duper. because ratings shouldn't be a surprise. Download the app and claim your free profile today.
I haven't even started yet.
Oh.
Want the perfect pair of sunglasses for your every occasion? Hit up the Knockaround Custom Shop. With over 1 million possible combinations, why not get a pair for every you? 8 a.m. I need a coffee you. Clocking a few miles you. Game day you. Happy camper you. Fun in the sun you. On the slopes you. Dog days you. Happy hour you. Si se puede you. The Knockaround Custom Shop. You design them, we build them.
All about mixed doubles here now. All tied at 1, Chad. First matchup we got. Georgia Johnson, Andre Daescu taking on Simone Jargin and Rob Nunnery. I mean, a lot of veterans on the court as far as pickleball goes here. Georgia Johnson, probably the least amount of experience. She's been playing for a while. What do you got coming out of this one, Chad?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to come down to the guys in this one. I think, potentially how much Nunnery can get involved. We know Daescu is going to get involved. He's going to get big. That's where he plays his best. And he's really difficult to stop when he's reaching in, taking those balls early and speeding up. So it'll kind of be, let's go to Johnson, go out to her forehand, see if we can put some pressure on it. It's ultimately, I would say 2 X factors for each team. Is one for the fives is Nunnery. How consistent is he going? How consistent is he going to stay? And then 2 is for the hot eights is going to be Johnson. Can she weather the storm of she's going to see a steady stream of balls here?
Oh, nice pull there from Nunnery in the middle.
Good hold. I mean, it's super casual, but what he was waiting for was Daescu to take that step to the left like he did.
Johnson.
And we saw Johnson slide to the forehand side. Again, that's what Nunnery is going to live and die off of, is his ability to disguise what he's going to do. He's not an overpowering guy.
Daescu cannot believe he missed that little drop shot. He's got that all day. Almost mishit it. Total mishit. Total mishit. That sounded.
I mean, what gave it away? The fact that it was a thud instead of a crisp.
And the fact that it takes a full swing at it. It goes nowhere.
Yeah, but it was still the motion that allowed it to drop in.
Yep. If you think Nunnery's not going to take it, he is.
Absolutely.
Wow. And Jargin stepping into that one, giving him and Rob Nunnery a nice commanding lead here early in this game to 21. Sitting on that pole from Nunnery.
Daescu said, yeah, you got me once with it, you're not going to get me again. But Daescu kept the paddle in front. That's what allowed him to get that ball. If he's back behind or he goes too big with that swing, that ball works from Nunnery.
Again, trying to go to the well one too many times right now. put a little something together there, and the five stopped that.
So bad on that one. Just tried to lift too much. Didn't quite hit through the ball. Good speed up from Diascu. Zhajing actually getting a paddle on it, but Nunnery's paddle coming over after the ball hitting into his. It's like a little bit of miscommunication on the five side right now between Zhajing and Nunnery. Going for balls, not going for balls. We've seen quite a few drives this week.
Misses it, and Hard Eights now take a lead. And winner of this match moves on. Loser is done for the tournament. So fighting for their lives here. Yeah, I think Johnson and Diascu have seen this and seen enough of the little flick pull from Nunnery.
Again, a little too deep for Nunnery. Just standing too tall. Ball getting too close to the body, and he's got to try to flick that out.
Nice reach in there from Zhajing.
She's not going to overpower you with a lot of those swings, but she will hit the spot down at the toes. Better ball from Rob Nunnery there, stepping in, taking that ball early.
Gets away with it. Johnson all over that again.
Yeah, Johnson wants that one back. She read it well. Little snap of the wrist on that forehand, pushing it into the net.
Oh, and Johnson just misses that sideline.
She had Nunnery on the ropes. Now he's trying to back up to give himself some time.
Oh, it's not even close right there from Nunnery.
Ambitious.
It's tough on the backhand side when you're going to try and cut the around the post. You have to get over the top of that and roll that in. You cut it, it's going to go away from the sideline. Better decision there from Nunnery, and the fives will swatting stuff over here.
I'm swatting some bugs at it.
But the Hard Eights will take the advantage. I'm sorry, excuse me. The fives will take the advantage. 11-10 on the end change here. Evenly matched, as close as it's going to get at 11-10. What are your difference makers for the second half of this match for both teams, Chad?
Well, I think Johnson and Diascu, we see General Manager Ryan Hardwood there talking with the fives. Johnson and Diascu need to start what they were trying to established before that end change of, recognizing that Nunnery's going to have those little flicks. He's going to try to disrupt the pace, but they can't get too big with it. They have to stay compact, trust that they have enough power in there. For the fives, keep rolling here, but clean up some of that communication between each other on those middle balls.
A little miscommunication in the middle there from Nunnery and Jardim, and all tied up here at 11. Nice job. And the right speed up at the right time that time from Rob Nunnery.
Yeah, right speed up, and then the finish there. I think if he goes hard back at Diescu and Johnson, they get that ball back again. But by being a little bit more compact and just creating the angle.
Yeah, much better job. Good adjustments from Nunnery.
Or Johnson get too big, like we saw Diescu get big there, that's where they're going to make their mistakes.
I think a difference maker on that last one too was Nunnery and Jardim didn't start it. They finished it, but they didn't start it. Speed up from Nunnery at about 50%.
50%, and it caused Johnson to open the face of the paddle and stand up. She didn't stay down in the leg, so that ball ended up floating on him.
Thought that ball was going to drop from Nunnery after he hit it. Looked like it was starting to die.
Yeah, it wasn't the cleanest from either Diescu or Nunnery on that one.
Nunnery goes a little wide on that last one.
See the Hot Eights crew getting their team fired up.
Change up from Jardim.
The ball was behind her when she caught it, tried to fight through, and that's why there was no power on it. It actually worked out in her favor.
Oh, little floater from Jardim.
Starting to drop before he even sped it up. I was like, no.
You were saying no before he hit it. You're like, no. Oh, no, Rob. He's getting a paddle on it, right? And each time that he gets a paddle on it, gets it back, Nunnery feels like he has to go bigger. Doesn't need to go bigger, needs to go to a better spot.
We see the replay again. Diescu getting good paddle on it. Again, I mean, Diescu isn't overpowering him here. He's just taking that ball so early that it's getting back on them before they can adjust. The hard eights regaining the lead.
Oh, miscommunication. Johnson thought that Diescu was going to take that, Chad.
Yeah, and he'd been taking those balls, so it's understandable why Johnson thought that he was going to. Once the ball is back behind both of them, they're almost impossible to get back over the net. Diescu wanted to call that one out, but Johnson's like, nope, that was it.
He wanted to call it out.
And then
even
his side was telling him that it was in.
Yates is like, no, it's in.
But I still want to challenge it. No,
it's in. Let's not waste it. We might have need it here in a minute. Oh, and Johnson, she raises her hands and points to the middle, knowing she has the middle. She just needs to get it there. She doesn't need to try and hit it too hard. That's exactly what she did. A couple unforced errors from Georgia Johnson in a row here.
Big point for the Fives. I mean, looking ahead here, the Fives don't want to go to a Dreambreaker.
No,
the matchup does not work for the Dreambreaker for the Fives in this one.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. They don't want to go there. They want to end this in the 4. And how do you do that? You've got to win this one right here, Chad. So they're up 20-17. The Fives are frozen. Hard eights get one more point. They'll be frozen. Traditional scoring. Simone Jargim will have serve as we come back in here. Hard eights have 0 timeouts remaining. Fives have 1 timeout remaining. Float serve from Jargim. Johnson, good step in, and then changing the look at Diescu. Got a good paddle on it, but just wasn't able to clear the net, and that's a big one for the Fives. Yeah, I mean, that puts them in good position leading into the second mixed doubles matchup. 21-17 victory for Jargim and Nunnery. Puts them in the driver's seat going into the Gaten Leach and Yates versus Padiga-Maite and Newell matchup. I mean, it's do or die here, so a lot of pressure on Gaten Leach and Yates leading into this mixed doubles matchup. Cameron Blackwood is sidelined, and she has Simone Jargim and Rob Nunnery.
I should switch.
What do you got?
Got some superstition right here. Make sure we're on the right sides. During that point, on the changeover, you guys came out a completely different team. I saw you over there talking to Rob quite a bit. What were you saying?
I think, again, at the end of the day, this game comes about pattern setting, and the pattern that creates the best opportunity for your team is the winning pattern. And if you can adjust, it's big, it's so quick. So if you make those adjustments quick, it's hard for the other team to respond.
And they were pressuring you quite a bit during that match, a lot of balls to you, but you stayed effective. How were you able to do that?
Yeah, I didn't really have much strategy. Actually, I was C-ball, hit ball. It was bad. Then Simone calmed me down a little bit and got me into some good patterns and playing smart pickleball, and that made the difference after the switch.
There you have it. The Fives are up 2-1 heading into the next mix. Back to you guys.
Well, there you have it, Chad. It's C-ball, hit ball.
Didn't really have a whole lot of strategy.
From Rob Nunnery. All right, so we're going to bring you guys right now the knockaround KO of the game. And I believe it's an Andre Deescu highlight here, as you guys can see here. High drop here. Johnson with a good dig. You keep them in this point. That's Deescu coming in, making his presence felt with the big forehand. He gets 2 swings and misses on that one. We'll take a quick commercial break. The 4th and deciding game here. It's do or die for the hard 8s going into this. You don't want to miss it.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients and that are third-party tested. Because cleaner is better. Like Ora Organic. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at oraorganic.com.
What are you guys doing?
Getting our duper tattoos.
Oh, cool.
Hey Cameron, how's it going?
Almost done.
Perfect. Can't wait to see your number.
Number?
Duper, because ratings shouldn't be a surprise. Download the app and claim your free profile today.
I haven't even started yet.
Oh.
Want the perfect pair of sunglasses for your every occasion? Hit up the Knockaround Custom Shop. With over 1 million possible combinations, why not get a pair for every you? 8 a.m. I need a coffee you. Clocking a few miles you. Game day you. Happy camper you. Fun in the sun you. On the slopes you. Dog days you. Happy hour you. Si se puede you. The Knockaround Custom Shop. You design them, we build them.
It is do or die for the hard 8s here, Chad. The 5s have a 2-1 lead. It's win or go home. Hard 8s looking to force the Dreambreaker. 5s looking to end this in 4 and win 3-1. Ben Newell to serve to start.
Nice touch by Yates.
Always an interesting matchup, Chad, when you mix in a lefty here, where what this does right now is it puts the guys face up on each other and as well as the ladies. So it's going to be very interesting to see some patterns and some strategy between these two teams. Well, now the ladies are cross court. And now they're back. Oh, a lot in that point. Lot to digest.
Sides don't matter in this one. You know, for the 5s, Padiga Maite is used to playing on the left there. You know, plays with Stefan Avern, who's another lefty, so she's comfortable with that left side. So for both of these teams right here, they're comfortable where they're at. But I think for Newell, he has to do that and stay compact with it, stay controlled.
That's good return there from Gaten Leach, putting Newell on his heels. Again, I think it's going to be a game of Pitigamaite and Newell may try and shorten this width of the court up to about 12 feet here. There it is, right on cue, Chad. And there's a shot to keep Yates honest. Pitigamaite going to the well one too many times right there.
Yeah, she can't force that last one. Good job by Yates as far as getting over and covering. Those missed balls in the net. Always difficult in this rally scoring format.
Forehand.
No, she's going to sit on that. We saw earlier in that point with Pitigamaite going for the Ernie attempt, swinging, missing. That's okay. She did touch it. The only issue would have been is if her paddle had crossed the plane of the net. It didn't. That ball sailing long from Yates. I'd like to see Yates. He's going to have to be aggressive, but he has to clean up some of the errors that he made in men's doubles. And he can't go for too much here. Spinning all over the place.
I mean, that is a complete and utter miss hit. Oh, and then it just spins out of bounds.
I mean, if you could hit a ball like that, it would be phenomenal. But yeah, Newell trying to unleash on that higher ball and just catching the edge guard.
He's trying to apologize over and over. He'll take it. Gives them a 1-point lead.
Excellent drop from Pitigamaite, setting that up. Newell recognizing it. Big finish.
Slap
it! She puts everything behind that one.
I'm not getting in the way of that. That's a beautiful put away from Gaten Leach. Back within one. Backhand, forehand, done.
And she doesn't look like she's going to hit it that hard either,
no.
Which is what's so impressive.
Even that ball, even the half reset from transition right there, she gets something on it and allows Yates to come in and clean that up.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Padiga Maite handling everything. Even off the tape right there, Gaten Leach is like, you had all three of them, I'm gonna give you another one. She handles it again.
I mean, that's, you want to call it a firefight. That's a firefight right there. Holy cow.
Just long right there, the lob attempt from Kyle Yates will give Padiga Maite and Newell a 1-point lead. These ladies just going at it, toe to toe.
The ball off the net. Like, it's so hard to adjust, and Padiga Maite makes the adjustment and gets the ball back down, and then the firefight continues again.
About that time, Chad. I just stood up. We're in game 4 here. It's tight. Nice hands there from Padiga Maite in the middle. That ball was almost behind her when she reset that.
I mean, she's seeing the ball really well right now, because that ball was past Newell for sure.
Oh, nice ball there. In the middle, finding a hole. And the hard eight's back within 1.
Oh, too big of a swing.
Yeah, he got huge on that.
Holy cow.
So big.
And even if he hits that clean, it's not going in the court.
No. Oh, a little long from Padiga Maite. And the hard eights will take a 1-point lead on the end change. Just when it looked like the fives had the advantage here, hard eights answer, take the lead on their terms. Difference makers for you, Chad, in this match so far. It's been tight.
Yeah, it's been tight, but the errors from the fives right there at the end is what the difference has been in this one. You know, two big swings from Newell and Padiga Maite. They've got to go back to staying short, staying compact. They're going to continue with those hands battles. I think that the X factor for the fives has been Padiga Maite. She's handled the speed ups. And then for the hard eights, you know, Yates started to get a little bit more aggressive, started to get more involved there and right before the end change. So look to see him try to insert himself a little bit. The only factor is with that one is when he does it, he can't press. He can't try to force too much.
And he's got to stay within, be the veteran he is that he showed so far today. 11-10 lead for the Hard Eights here on the end change. Hard Eights trying to force a Dreambreaker here to see who moves on.
But it was compact.
Right, exactly. Nice and short and easy. What I'm super impressed with is the fact that Sierra, Gaten Leach is recognizing every time that Padiga Maite goes for an Ernie.
Yes.
Padiga Maite hasn't had an attempted Ernie. She has not hit a ball on an Ernie, but she's gone at least 10 times. But Gaten Leach is recognizing that and keeping the ball away from that spot. Finish from Kyle Yates, and just to throw this out here, ATX is up 20-17 in the second mixed doubles match, and they're up 2-1 over on Grandstand Court. They're about to give Clean their first loss.
Different team from yesterday, because ATX was not looking the best yesterday. However, Clean's already through.
Correct, but they're playing for seeding.
Exactly.
And guess what? They're 2-1. ATX just pulls off the upset. Oh, Padiga Maite, the big forehand right there. All right, so Clean Cause moves on even after losing that, but now seeding is questionable. Winner of this moves on, loser goes home.
That's a good move by Newell. He hasn't done that yet. He did it on the very first point of the game. And that's the second time that he's done it.
Yeah, he moved so well. He anticipated it so well.
Same guy.
Same exact guy. But you see him hit that forehand. He was leaning back on his heels as he hits that, right? And so as you lean back, you're going to hit up on that ball, and that's exactly what happens. I think Gaten Leach was expecting Padiga Maite to pull on that, and she throws a changeup at her and kind of threw her off a little bit. Good pressure dink from Gaten Leach right there, Chad.
Yeah, and Newell, just when he goes to hit that backhand where he's pulled out there, and Gaten Leach has done it a few times, he doesn't look comfortable going with that.
Oh, Kyle Yates, a little slippery two-handed backhand down the line here. Watch him hide this. He had Newell leaning middle right there, thinking he's going to go cross court. He slips it right down that line.
Yeah, Newell just gave him way too much room down the line there. Excellent shot by Yates.
Unforced error there from Gaten Leach. Can't have those right now, Chad. Cannot.
No, and that's her shot right there, but she gets too flat, hits down on the ball that's net high.
Newell anticipating again. The confusion right there with Yates and Gaten Leach.
Yeah, and that's the wrong ball to speed up from Gaten Leach right there. You got some confusion. Just go with the softer ball. Don't try to force the issue.
Newell looking a little more active right here, but that is not coming back on the forehand of Gaten Leach.
No, too big, too strong.
Still Still a 1-point game here. Hard Eight's battling. Trying to hold on, force that Dreambreaker. Oh, half an inch more. No. Oh, Yates with the big finish. Oh, they needed that point bad, Chad.
Gaten Leach survived a couple of speed ups there from Padigamite. Then Yates stepping in to finish. This one's going to come down to the wire.
Yates almost coming over. Oh. Wow! The hands of Kyle Yates just to keep that in play. And then Newell just getting overly excited. And timeout here from the Fives. We are all square at 18, Chad. What's the difference maker on those last 2 points? It was just 18-16. The Fives were in control, and the Hard Eights answered.
Yeah, the Hard Eights stayed in the point. They kept getting the ball back, getting a paddle on it. And then the Fives just not anticipating that to come back. Ended up throwing off the timing. We see some errors creep in, and those errors just end up building up, and it's so hard as you get toward the end of this. You've got to play even cleaner pickleball than you did at the beginning.
Yeah, it comes down to all tied up here at 18. You see J.W. Johnson and Georgia Johnson in the foreground right here. Brother, sister, battling it out. J.W. Johnson already punching his ticket with the Florida Smash in. Georgia Johnson hoping that they can go to a Dreambreaker here and she can get in as well. And that ball sailing long off the paddle of Padigamite. Oh, Chad, just a change of events here. It was just 18-16 Fives. And now Hard Eights take a lead. Yeah, and Kyle Yates
held it, hit it behind the net cord.
Wow, I mean, Newell's anticipating it, but just slips it down the line. And it is match point to force a Dreambreaker. That is going to do it right there. And the Hard Eights battle their way back after being down 18-16 and come back, score 5 straight to take it 21-18 and force the Dreambreaker. Woo. I can't, what else are you gonna say, Chad? What else? Watch this replay here of Kyle Yates in this beautiful little drop here to end it and force the Dreambreaker. Jaden Lee's trying to work her way up, trying to force her back. She ends up working her way in. Speed up, both of them, Digamite and Newell on their heels. They're both behind the baseline. Nothing you can do on that drop from Kyle Yates. And we will go to that Dreambreaker. But before that, we're going to throw it sideline to Cameron Blackwood, who has Gaten Leach and Kyle Yates.
What an incredible match. Back and forth almost the whole way there. It's close. They have some match points on you. You're able to battle back. What are you saying to Sierra in those moments?
Oh, just keep grinding. In fact, she was really the one coaching me the whole time. Play smart, high percentage, don't get crazy. And so we really try to just grind out a little more and not make too many silly errors. Once we did that, I felt like we were a little more comfortable with the rest of the match.
You and Lena had incredible hands battles there. I think your forehand's one of the best in the game. How are you able to set the points up to utilize it so well?
Well, I'm working on shortening my backswings, and I think that's helping. And just drills, baby.
You did just that. All right, I'll let you guys get back. Dreambreaker up next. Back to you guys.
All right, well, it doesn't get any better than this. We're going to the Dreambreaker. You know, the Hard Eights answer at the end there with a 5-0 run to end it, Chad. I mean, what was the difference maker between Gaten Leach and Yates at the end?
No, I think Digamite and Newell just made a few too many errors at the end there. You know, not anticipating some of the speed ups. Gaten Leach and Yates did a much better job of weathering the storm in the hand battles as well. They weren't trying to go too big and try to hit too hard. So, you know, it always comes down to, with pickleball, of who makes the fewer errors. In that situation, it was pretty close all the way through, but then the fives made more errors in that the end stretch there, and it's so hard to catch back up or once that snowball kicks in, because you've got no room to make the adjustment now.
Yeah, and it was just a great job right there by the Hard Eights. They're fighting for their life. If they lose that, it's over and they're done for the tournament. They fight to get into this Dreambreaker and see what they can do. Now, going to that Dreambreaker between the Hard Eights and the fives, Chad, who do you give a slight or any advantage to going into this?
Yeah, I'm going to give the advantage to the Hard Eights in the Dreambreaker here. You know, Digamite and Jiajing, like, they're both tennis background. Jiajing used to be one of the best in the game for singles. Injuries have hampered that. Age has hampered that a little bit as well. Don't tell her that I said that. But yeah, you know, it's tough. You're playing against Georgia Johnson, who's one of the best on the women's side for singles. You know, you've got for the men, Yates is still relatively active in singles, not playing as much anymore as he was. And then Diescu, tennis background, big reach, really imposing when he gets up there. You've got Nunnery and Newell for the fives. They're not really singles players. And Nunnery's still coming back from surgery on the meniscus, you know, a couple of months ago. So it's tough here. We're getting into it. It looks like we're going to start off with Newell and Yates leading us off and getting into the Dreambreaker. I mean, Newell had control of that whole point right there, but it was just Yates, again, making him hit one more ball.
Not going to work. Even if Yates, like he didn't put that away, but he had Ben Newell full sprint opposite side. See right there too. Yates can't have that. You can't give them a point.
No.
Get it over.
No, or a free point.
Right.
Like
Make him make a mistake or something. Make him win the point. That being Ben Newell. Comes out on top 3-1. Good start for the Hard Eights.
Yeah, that's the start that you want. Diescu against Nunnery. Tough matchup here for the fives.
And like you said, Nunnery still coming off some injuries, not a known singles player. Has played singles.
I think the majority of tennis players switching over played singles at some point, and then they're like, yeah. I've learned doubles now. I'm gonna step away from singles.
Yeah, nice ball control there from Nunnery. Gets one here. If he can squeak out one more here, that's a huge, huge win. Splitting with Dasku. And he does. Dasku anticipating inside-out forehand. Nunnery goes right down the line again. Great job by Nunnery. Just wide from Johnson.
And I don't think Johnson needs to try to paint the line here against Padigamite. I think she just needs to, put something on the ball, but not be as fine.
Oh, and a little long there from Johnson. Need to take a breath. Back in that point, Chad. Incredible. What a great job by Padigamite. Wow, and a deep
Take the line on the serve. That's 4-0. Not something I would expect right there.
And now here comes the matchup. The veteran singles player, Jardim.
Can we get a shot count on that one?
Keaton Leach, we're looking at a 26-shot rally there. Absolutely incredible. Unreal. Tired watching these ladies, Chad. Oh, that's a great ball by Keaton Leach. It's coming over. Oh, just missing.
Close on that one. We went from 28 and like 25 to 3.
9-6. Yeah, that's tough right there with the lob, throwing that up.
Yeah, drop that in front. Angle it if you can. Don't throw up the lob.
So through round one, we're close. Again, it's that feeling out round.
Yeah.
9-7 lead for the Fives after one round through.
And Newell's got to make that ball.
It almost looks like he's trying to be perfect with that, and he's just he's trying to do a little too much right there. Ball from Yates. All squared up here at 9s.
Oh, nice get by Yates. then able to come back and at least get a paddle on it.
Chad, it's standing room only in here right now. That's a huge forehand there from Ben Newell.
I mean, that's a win for him right here, splitting.
Yep, they go 2-2 right there.
Nunnery's got to try and do the same thing. You know, two is a win.
Yeah, 2-2 is an absolute win. But right now, he has to get 2-2's a win. He's got to get one.
Yeah.
Can't go 0-4 here, right? So Nunnery's got to get at least one, and 2-2 would be a win.
Simone Jiajing and Lina Padiga-Maite, Ryan Harwood, the general manager of the Fives. We see Ben Newell again.
So all going to start here with the serve. All on Nunnery serve here. I think it's time to get up. Halfway through, let's stand up. Talked about that before.
Don't like that return.
And we talked about that, Chad, where the return's got to be to the middle, right? You can't allow that angle.
That's too much to cover right there, especially an inside-out forehand. Just creates.
It is again.
Oh, good get by Nunnery.
Yeah, but
he should have gone inside out again.
Correct.
And going down the line.
Right, and that's what Deascu has to go middle return here, right? Because the second you go sideline, you're creating that angle, and you're in trouble. And especially from someone like Nunnery coming off an injury, you can't allow him to hit shots like that. Hey, Nunnery up 2-1 here. He's got his 2. If he can get 3.
Well, now it's a bonus. Because for Padiga-Maite to take all 4 against Johnson in the first round, that's a big bonus. Can't expect that one to happen again.
It's over.
With Nunnery at the beginning there, it's almost like he thought he had the point done.
Yeah. He got back in it, but he got his 2. Goes 2-2 right there. We said that's a win for Nunnery against Deascu, and it is.
Again, right here, we got it's 2-2 for the Fives. If Georgia goes 4-0.
Oh wow! Oh, even better. Padiga-Maite, I think, has got a winner cross court. Johnson says not this time and goes harder angle.
We see the replay here. Padiga-Maite with a nice roll cross court, but Johnson goes and angles back the other way. Forced it.
And Johnson just did a little too much with that. She doesn't need to swing at that. Good job by Padiga-Maite of controlling that kitchen line. Again, she's up 2-1 here. She can get 3-1. It'd be huge. Not happening, and they still maintain the 2-point lead.
Yeah, good ball from Johnson going down the line.
So all 3 in the second time around have gone 2-2. Tough ball right there as Dayton Leash keeps that nice and low. Jardim trying to cut that back. Doesn't get enough underneath it.
Ground stroke battle right here, baseline to baseline.
19-shot rally that time. 16-14. Jardim, Gaten Leach just grinding it out baseline to baseline. A little wide, Jardim fired up as she comes back in to the corner here. And she's gone 2-1 here.
17-14.
All right, so Chad, through 2 rounds, that was all tied. That was 8-8. Every one of them went 2-2 through the second round. So we're still at a 2-point lead, 17-15 for the Fives. Footing, but doesn't matter because Newell into the net. Julie Johnson watching intently. It's just a little long is the call from Yates. If it is, and Jardim and the Fives are going to challenge here. Fives are up 17-16. If this call stands, we'll be tied at 17. But if not, it'd be 18-16. So we'll see what happens here on this video challenge. Byron Fresso,
that ball's in.
Our video review referee.
That ball's on the front side of the line.
The ball is definitely in there. So it will be a 18-16. The 18-16 here, Fives with the lead. Yates and Newell, 1-1 right here.
All right, Newell has to take one more. Yates has to take both of these.
Yeah.
That's not going to do it. That's too big.
Huge backhand there from Ben Newell. Now it's all about this point. Newell's got to keep it here at 2-2, maintaining that 2-point lead. A little too big on that side now. And so we are still at a 2-point lead here for the Fives. And this is huge. Coming down to Rob Nunnery. Hurton Newport back full time here with the Fives to see what he can do. He just can't go inside out there.
Just a little too flat.
Just long there from the return from Nunnery. And it's all tied at 19. A spot in the quarterfinals at stake here. Nunnery, just out of pure frustration, tosses his paddle down. He's got this all day long. rescue the Hard Eights, 1 point away from moving to the quarterfinals.
20-19.
Nunnery has to hold. And he does. What a return from Rob Nunnery right there. That's big time. Both teams frozen here at 2019. Traditional scoring from here on out.
19-20.
Padiga Maite to serve. That ball going long. Georgia Johnson will have a chance to put her team in the quarterfinals and send the Fives home. That was such a passive return from Padiga Maite.
Yeah, she didn't want to miss.
Nope, it allowed Georgia Johnson to come in, hit a good third, and the Hard Eights are moving on to the quarterfinals. What a match, Chad.
Well, I said it at the beginning that the Fives didn't want to go down to the Dreambreaker. It didn't match up very well for them. They held on, but at the end, tough one for Nunnery, giving up 3 out of the 4 points, and then putting it in a tough spot for Padiga Maite.
Yeah, I mean, what a match. I mean, it comes down to 21-19 in the Dreambreaker. It was tough right there at the end. Looked like Nunnery had a ball that he could handle, and that two-hander hit that in the net. Big difference maker right there. Georgia Johnson ends it. We got Cameron Blackwood courtside. She's got the whole team of the Hard Eights. What do you got, Cam?
It was win or go home for you guys. Georgia, what is on your mind this last point here?
Don't mess it up after all their hard work.
Going into the Dreambreaker, you guys have to switch the mentality from doubles to singles. What do you talk through your team about?
Stay aggressive. Stay aggressive. MLP is no time to get nervous or tight. You got to swing away.
And Andre, you came in clutch. Not they play singles on the tour very often, but how are you able to stay in this mindset and get those points on the board?
You know, I didn't start the tiebreaker too well, and I kept trying to get my focus in the zone, and I felt like I did a pretty good job of it. Not as good as Georgia, who came up absolutely clutch here at the end, but I was glad to be able to get those 3 points and kind of flip the momentum a little bit in the scoreboard. And thanks to Georgia for taking it home. Thanks to Sierra and Kyle for keeping us alive in that mixed doubles. It's been great so far, and we'll keep going.
You guys are moving on. How much confidence does this give you guys heading into the next match?
I think our last match just showed what fighters we are, and we were losing, and we gave it our all, and it went our way. So I'm ready, pumped.
You guys have it. Hard Eights moving on. Back to you guys.
All right, Chad. Well, that's going to do it for pool play today. I mean, and yesterday. And some incredible matches all the way around. Absolutely incredible. Quarterfinals are set. The 2 teams with our byes going into tomorrow's are automatically in the semifinals. BLQK and the Ranchers advance to tomorrow, so they are done for the day. Our matchups this afternoon: Florida Smash taking on the Fives, and Clean taking on Mad Drops Pickleball. I'm sorry, taking on the Hard Eights.
Yep.
We'll be back here 4:15 for you guys. Don't want to miss it.